Hey, Big Boss here. I'm gonna try something new. Instead of writing a long blog on Mondays and tell you what's coming up, I think I'm gonna just do these videos. We'll do it as an experiment, see how it turns out. Over here in this park close to my house, I thought I'd just take a walk through here. I think, it's interesting that how different people want to take the information in different ways. Some people want to read about it, like on our blog post, and then some people want to see a video. Some people want both. It's really interesting. All right, so part of this experiment is just going to tell you what's coming up. This week, on Tuesday, we have a special animal rescue post-mortem. That post-mortem is about dog attacks. When somebody's being attacked by a dog. Some people are going to like the video, and some people most definitely are not going to like what's said in that video. But that's really immaterial, because what's important is the information that might save your life. Whether you like the messenger or you just don't like the video overall. But what's in there is really important. And I know you're going to find people on the internet that's going to say, oh, you do this during a dog attack and you do that during a dog attack. And then there's going to be the animal welfare people with special powers. Now over there in the 10 o'clock position is, and I'd turn around so you could see them. There's a bunch of ducks over there on alert that I'm out here walking around. I don't like to disturb wildlife when they're just at rest like that. So I'll see if I can take a wide berth around them and give them some safe space so they don't feel the need to flight. It looks like on this, from what I can see on my phone here, is that my face isn't very visible. So I'm going to turn around here and just stop a little bit. Actually, yeah, that puts my face more in the shade and more difficult. Try and give you a nice little view there. How about I walk over here? So let me get back to what I was saying about the dog attacks. Then you're going to have these people who work with dogs, who call themselves trainers, whatever the title happens to be, and that they've got special powers and a special relationship with them, and so they'll be able to come in and just take control of it and take control of that dog in the attack rapidly. That may or may not be so, but the thing to remember about a dog attack is it's in attack mode. So if it can't attack the original target here, so I'm gonna just take a moment, because you'll see in my alligator attack video where I say don't walk very close to the edge of the water, because alligators are ambush predators and they will launch out of the water at an alarming speed. And if you're not ready, you're crocodile. I mean, you're alligator food. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop a little bit away from the water here to give you a better view of what's behind me there as well. And hopefully if something comes out of the water, I can see it or hear it. So just be ready, for a dog attack. That's about situational awareness. And I hope that if you watch that video, you get something out of that video, because dog attacks can be vicious, relentless, very powerful, very violent, and as you'll see in that special, that there's almost nothing anyone can do to stop the attack short of killing the animal. Okay? All right, just watch the video. you'll see what I'm talking about. Next, on Wednesday, we have the technical large animal emergency class that I attended over at Broward Sheriff's Department last December 2022. And just a note, I've taken that class, I think as far back as 2002 is when I first took that class. And so I've taken it, I know I've taken the class intentionally at least 3 times, and I think I audited the class a 4th time, and then my 5th time would be up here in Broward in 2022, December. If you want to call yourself an animal rescue unit and you're going to go out and do animal rescue, you need to have the right training. It's not enough to slap a label on yourself and go out and start plucking kittens and puppies up and then say, hey, I'm an animal rescuer. Because in my opinion, you're not an animal rescuer if you don't have the right training and equipment. And all you're doing is putting people at risk. Because if something happens to you, now you've got to have some other crew come out and rescue you during an event where you may have been able to, with just the right training and or equipment, to prevent that from happening in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So check out that blog and video, because I think the blogs oftentimes will contain a little bit more information that I just don't think of when I'm making the video. And so I think that it's always worth reading the blog after you watch the video, okay? The video is just an overview of the class. It's not meant to teach anyone anything. It's simply just to give you an idea of what a TLAR class is all about, okay? And hopefully inspire you and motivate you as an animal rescue personnel, or even fire rescue, or anyone in a rescue capability. I'll wait till that plane passes here. We're right in the flight path where we're at. Okay, I think that quieted down enough, hopefully. Yeah, we're low tech here. We don't have special microphones or any of that stuff. You're looking at me through the lens of my iPhone. All right, so hopefully it inspires anyone that's interested to take that class, because there's an awareness, operations, and a technician level class for that. And if, at the very least, take an awareness class so it gives you a good foundation to start from. But you're better off taking a class over the course of a weekend so you can get awareness and operations. And those 3 terms, if you're not familiar with them, those are terms that have been used in the fire service for quite some time to designate what level training that someone is trained to. I'm sorry about all the shaking in this. I'm using just this really cheap thing to hold the phone up in this position. And so it's picking up every little tiny movement in my hand. So sorry about that, folks. Remember, this is low budget filming here. We don't have a lot of high-tech equipment because we're low budget ourselves. All right, and then so you have operations, that takes you to a higher level of training, and then technician is basically the highest level in there that you can go. But all your training, you have to remember the most important thing about training is that's the basics. At that point, you know what the basics are, but you actually really don't know what you're doing until you put that all into practice on a regular basis, and then you challenge yourself for all these different situations that you may encounter. And that's what our animal rescue post-mortem series is all about. Looking at actual animal rescues and then analyzing those rescues so that you can do your tabletop or your physical training, where you're doing actual training with ropes, systems, or whatever it happens to be, out on a site that you've chosen to practice those skills. That's really important that you do that. And so that's what the animal rescue postmortem is all about. That's why you'll see videos that are blog videos about different training events that we attend, so that you can get a good idea what you're going to get into when you go to training at these places. Because every minute spent training is like, it will come back to you tenfold or more. I'm just generalizing that, but that's really important that you have those foundations before you go out and actually do physical animal rescue. It's not a matter of picking a dog up off the side of the highway. It's much more than that. Your life depends on that training, your knowledge and awareness, and your skill set, your situational awareness, okay? All right, that's enough of that. So on Thursday, we have another one of our photographs from the past. And I forgot to look at the date on it, but it looks like it's sometime between the 1930s and 1940s. And it's a cat that's getting rescued off of a pole. But what's cool about it is it's a vintage photo. It's an actual photograph. And that's part of our, what we call Animal Rescue, a photographic history series. I got to pay more attention to when those jets are flying over, because I'm not sure how well the audio is going to come out on this. We don't have special microphones sitting there. All right, so Animal Rescue, a photographic history, is our series on all of these original vintage photographs that we've collected over a period of time to document and preserve animal rescue history. The earliest photograph that we have dates back to 1932, okay? That's way back. All right, so let me take a quick look behind me here, make sure I don't see any alligators that are stalking me. And so let's see if I can do this. What's really, you can't convey how almost impossible it is to see myself in this image or on the screen here for the reflection that overrides it that's behind me. But I think that you can see right there's a couple of ducks, or I'm sorry, I think it's that tree, one of these two trees, I can't see clearly. There's a couple of Muscovy ducks, and then back, see if I can get my landmarks right. You can see see that sign behind me? Let's see, somewhere over here, there's another pile of ducks back there. Yeah, they're real hard to see, even with just from here. Anyway, so let's continue on. And then a video that you're gonna absolutely not wanna miss. And I usually like to have a blog with the video because I always get more detail that I didn't think about in the video. I think I said that already. Sorry for repeating myself. Is going to be another special for the Animal Rescue Postmortem, and it's geared towards the average citizen who's just anyone actually, about being prepared, and then also rescue personnel. Especially animal rescue personnel who don't have official designations as like a city or a county animal shelter or like animal control unit, and you might be somebody who contracts with the city or county, but you don't work with the emergency services regularly. Anyway, this video is gonna demonstrate what happens when a city, and I'm using the Maui fires as an example for this, because they have, that's like one of the worst examples that I've seen of the like the city, county, and state governments failing its citizens in every single way possible. There are plenty of examples out there. However, ours is going to be focused on animal rescue specifically, and why it's not just important, it's vitally important that you be prepared. I can't stress that enough. And the videos that I'm going to show you, we'll do it typical animal rescue postmortem. We're going to go over videos, and then we're going to analyze what the content of the videos, and then talk about how to countermeasure what's seen in those videos. Okay? Being prepared for anything cannot be stressed enough. I just can't say it enough to convince you how to be ready. And no matter what budget, no matter where you are, being prepared is an option. You have to start somewhere, okay? And so I can't really see my face in this video. Hopefully this is good enough to get the point across. And then from now on, I'm going to try, not now on, at least for a couple months, I'm going to try these little videos like this on Mondays, so I can see if see where I wanted to walk. I don't want to disturb these ducks. They're all laying down in these cool places out here. Anyway, I'll try for a couple of months putting these videos up. They'll get posted to our blog, the blog on our website, Facebook, Instagram, and our Twitter, or formerly X, formerly known as Twitter page. Hopefully you can find something there. And what's really important too is that you go visit our website. Go over there, check out what we've got going on. That's HEAR911.com, HEAR911.com. And then also go to our Facebook page. That's where you're going to find all of our videos. What can I say? Except really go over to our YouTube page. We need your help over there. Like and share those videos. That's going to help us grow the channel. Hopefully we can turn that into an income stream, because we are a nonprofit. Hello. And that's where donations come from, or it could be a potential donation place. All right, so I'm gonna go up under this tree, get a little bit of shade. It's getting a little bit hot out here today. See if I can swing around, and I don't know if you can see them back here. I think I'm pointing to the right place. There's some ducks that are just lounging around in that nice cool spot there, close to the water, close to safety. Okay. Hey, no matter where you see this, leave a comment about what you think about it, whether you find it useful, or you think it's a stupid idea, whatever your opinion of it is. Leave a comment, no matter what social media that you see this on. We really enjoy hearing your feedback. Okay? All right. This is the weekly, I don't know what to call it. The preview of what's coming this week from Humane Emergency Animal Rescue. All right, Big Boss. We'll see you in the next video.